Hello, my name is Andrew Milligan. I'm Head of Global Strategy here at Standard Life Investments. I'd like to introduce you to the next edition of Global Outlook, which is our monthly magazine looking at a variety of economic market issues and other factors affecting the fund management industry. Let me start with the economy and our view on how this is looking into 2017. The latest Global Outlook ties in very much with our quarterly Global Investment Group meeting, our opportunity to look at all of the big issues affecting the world economy and how it's driving markets. Now, some of the issues that we're talking about, particularly in this, are sustainable yield, i.e. central banks around the world are really being very active in driving interest rates down, making sure that there's even negative interest rates in a number of bond markets. But looking ahead, there are several factors that we think could be particularly important for the global economy. The first is fiscal policy. For example, in the UK, we have the autumn statement coming up, and whether or not a number of governments around the world will do rather less with monetary policy and rather more with fiscal policy, tax spending, debt planning, to try to boost the global economy into 2017. But the other issue we've had to look at is political risks. Of course, we've just had the UK's referendum on the EU. But looking ahead, we've got the Italian referendum coming up, and then, of course, the US politics is looming. And that ties in very nicely with another article, which is the Global Spotlight in this edition of Global Outlook. It covers a number of issues such as how to measure risk, the impact of risk on uncertainty, and that's not just for businesses, investment can be delayed, but also in terms of markets. So the two articles, I think, chime very nicely together. Then some of the other articles we're looking at in this edition. One is valuations, always important and not easy for some markets. So we look at foreign exchange and how we can understand some of the valuations in that. Inflation-linked markets, what's priced into that rather influential market at this moment in time? And lastly, we turn to the equity markets, and this time we look at developed Asia, what some of the winners and losers are as some of the fund managers are concerned. So another wide-ranging edition of Global Outlook. I hope you find it of interest. Thank you very much indeed.